Alam nyo ngayon mga katoto, sa bansang Amerika, it's either you are rich or poor. Puchat. Wala na. Wala nang middle class. Unti-unti nang nawawala. Unti-unti nang nagsishrink. Ang term na middle class ay nabubura na. Nawawala na. Pasalamat tayo sa mga crony businessmen na yan. Dahil yung mga crony businessmen na yan ay siniship ang mga trabaho sa mga mahihirap na bansa na kagaya ng Pilipinas for cheap labor. Alam naman nating lahat yan. Aha. My fellow Americans, where are the jobs that were supposed to be yours? Ha? Wala na. Nada. Nasa mahirap na bansa na kagaya ng Pilipinas for cheap labor. Hindi tama yan. Hindi tama. Down with job outsourcing. Someone left a comment. He said, "But some Westerners and Filipinos claim that the Philippines is not a third world country. These folks are living in their cushy bubble and are in utter denial." Those Filipinos in the Philippines who say that are the ones who steal jobs that were supposed to be for my fellow Americans in the US. As we all know, those crony businessmen outsource jobs to third world countries like the Philippines for cheap labor. Those Filipinos who work for US companies make what? Between $300 to $400 a month? They think that their lives are better. They think that the Philippines is better and they thank the US for it. They don't realize that they are exploited for cheap labor. Tsaka marami dyan sa mga yan mayayabang. Yan yung mga taong feeling nila nakakaangat sila sa kapwa nila Pilipino dahil sila ay nagtatrabaho para sa isang US company na nakabase sa Amerika. Yan yung mga tao na hindi na marunong magtagalog o feeling hindi na marunong magtagalog dahil nga Ingles ang ginagamit nilang salita kapag sila ay nasa oras ng trabaho. Yan yung mga taong hindi na nagtatagalog kapag nakikipag-usap sa labas sa kapwa nila Pilipino. Yan yung mga feeling, I feel so saucy. Ay, ang tsaka naman yan. Ay, hindi marunong mag-Ingles yan. Ang tsaka naman yan, nakakahiya. Ako ang galing-galing kong mag-Ingles. Yan yung mga tao na yan.
Mark said, quote, "I was watching and listening to Joe Biden's speech last night. He was talking about American jobs made in America, American products and services that are made in America. I'll be honest with you, my fellow Americans. I couldn't stop laughing, and I was also pissed at the same time while listening to his rhetoric fantasy. If he's serious about jobs in America, then he should sign an executive order banning outsourcing of American jobs overseas. The heck, man, what is left for the Americans? Many jobs were outsource, and will continue to be outsourced to third world countries for very cheap labor. Where are the jobs that were supposed to be for you, my fellow Americans? Gone, outsourced to poor countries like the Philippines for a very cheap labor cost. You see, my friends, I am pro-America and for the American people. It's the corruption, exploitation and lies that I hate, no, not the United States and its people. And to my fellow Filipinos. The heck, man, you are all exploited for cheap labor. Remember, you don't owe them anything. It's them who owe you a lot because of your slave-like wages. Down with crony capitalism." Unquote. Mark said, quote, "Whenever I call my bank, I talk to a Filipino call center agent. Whenever I call my credit card company, I talk to a Filipino call center agent. Whenever I call my cell phone carrier, I talk to a Filipino call center agent. Whenever I call my internet provider, I talked to a Filipino call center agent. So where are your jobs, my fellow Americans? Where are the jobs that are supposed to be yours? They are gone. The jobs that were supposed to be for the Americans were outsourced to third world countries like the Philippines. The jobs were outsourced for cheap labor, so those crony businessmen can save huge amount of money. Workers from third world countries are exploited for cheap labor, yes indeed. My friends, I have no problem with capitalism. It is the crony capitalism and crony businessman that I despise. Unfortunately, people are driven by greed, and that is the reality. Unquote.